Hits one and then misses the second attempt from the line.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty.
Carrington outside. Pass to Lund. Good! Carrington gets the assist.
Lund is attacking with confidence inside, making full use of his frame.
High Flyers trailing. Now MP. He's got 16. Now here's O'Neal. Outside Mills. No good there with the triple. Carrington with it. And he's picked up by O'Neal. Outside Pagan. Clock at 6. From the high post. Hauled in by High Flyers. On the wing, Mills. MP. Drills it from deep.
Ooh, the dime, courtesy of Mills. He's got a great feel for the floor.
And so here it's Sack. It's a 1-point game. Martinez outside. To the paint. One. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
It's been a monster night for Austin Lund. With his physical tools, it's really tough to stop him once he gets rolling.
To the inside. It's Callahan. And finished off by Callahan.
How do you start building momentum and energy? With dunks like that.
Defense just has to adjust. You can't allow the other team to just own the rim.
And until they do, expect more plays like that one.
Pagan shot's good.
So dangerous. Can't let Pagan get a look like that so close to the hoop.
Now here's MP. 19 points in this one. Drops it on through, and he's now 9 for 13.
Great work off the screen to move right to the rim. That was picture perfect.
Timeout called by Sack. They'll talk things over. MP really making a difference out here.
This man can't be stopped. He's nailing everything, and the other team really needs to figure out how to slow him down.
Kicks it out to Martinez. Pass to Cunningham. And that one is stuffed right through.
Flying high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
What a nice way to wrap up that possession.
Well, guys, we talked a lot about both of them coming into this match, but MP is having a much bigger impact so far in this one than Carrington.
He is. He's been the more aggressive player so far. MP isn't waiting for chances to come to him. He's making things happen whenever he's involved in a play, and I like what I'm seeing from this kid.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Those second chance points are just bonus points if you can get them.
Screen set by Callahan. MP fires from deep. Doesn't go that time. And now a whistle blown against MP. That is his first. High Flyers decide to go with a different look out there.
We look at a chance to talk about Carrington at the line. One of the few times he's not running, swiping, or just launching from deep. One of the top momentum prospects around, and he always is in motion.
His skills as a passer might actually be matched by his creativity around the rim.
Judging by that jam, I'd say you're absolutely right.
And in a game that is neck and neck, that's a big boost for them just when they need it.
Mecca can't hit. MP left side. Good. And that assist goes to Mills.
They were looking for him on that possession. Beyond the arc, finds some space.
Pass to Lund. Here's Mecca. To the right side. Out to the right wing. Hilton! Try to come back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. MP with the rock. To the middle. Cochran. And he lays it straight in.
Nice feed inside as well. Looking for some good shots.
Sack trailing here. Their offense has stagnated.
It's been hard to watch. They need a bucket, and soon.
Timeout called by Sack. They'll talk things over. So both teams changing it up here.
just being some hating ass niggas, bro. We don't want nigga to experience nothing, bro. Is AP. Guess what? Sign me up and tell your bitches, man. Who got them? I got $1,000 each. $300 and $500. I got $1,000, man.
Here's one. Here's Pagan.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to do all that way in them up. And guess what? This stupid ass one.
Over MP. One. Goes with the rebound.
I paid $270,000 for this stupid ass shit.
And here's MP. Pass to O'Neal. Back to MP. There's the three. That shot, no good. And it's sacked with the ball. They trail by 7. Carrington for 3. That shot missing.
Closing down on leads is done by making smart plays on offense and taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up those bonehead threes like that. Wow. I mean, and are you really surprised? That's Liam Callahan, paving his way to an inside score like it's a construction site.
They're gone. Bring the ball up the floor. Now covered by MP.
He's having a tough quarter offensively.
Despite that, he remains aggressively looking for his shot.
Lunge with the steal. Out of bounds, it'll be the high flyer's ball.
We've seen a lot of silly plays like that out of them today. Way too many. It's not an improv show. Let's go.
Here's MP.
Without themselves from losing a huge percentage in business, which they already was losing because of the inflation.
MP throws it down.
Well, it's gone back and forth for a while here, but they're really starting to push out. They're looking good right now.
And the attack from Sack call time here.
AP's floating around. They already seen the decrease in sales, and they knew there was about to be an increase and an influx.
Now Carrington. Shot to stop the drought. But they get it back.
Their offensive rebounding has been a big storyline today. And even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
MP up top. Pagan defending. And here's MP on the outside. Good. And that assist goes to Mills.
This run has really put them in the perfect position.
And with no signs of slowing, they aim to keep expanding that lead.
Carrington for 3. Connects it from downtown. Well, his ability to defend and shoot, there's a lot to like about Drexel Carrington. No surprise he's ranked 112 on the 2K YouTube 50.
You look at how Carrington has grown the last few years, and his court vision has only seemed to grow with him. If he can continue this trend over the next few years, he could be one of the best in the class. It's been a parade of threes from them ever since halftime.
Yeah, we know what they were talking about during the break. They've been dialed in from deep.
Now Carrington. Pass to Lund. Pagan. So it's the high flyers winning this one easily.
Well, I thought the most interesting part of the game was watching MP show what he's capable of. He's got that moxie. Just the way he carries himself, he gives off superstar vibes.
And he makes winning plays. Of course, on the other end, you have attack from Sack falling short.
Yeah, and Drexel Carrington showed off his 3-and-D skills once again. But that alone wasn't good enough to get them the win. Still, he's got something that will garner interest going forward.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For Drake Hugo, Danny Hager, this is Joe Ami saying thanks for watching.
Good game, y'all. Because they're only doing the limited release, the watch is going to end up being worth maybe 4X,
MP.
6X, maybe 10X.
Hey, what up, man? Hey, Mr. Kelly. You got to start letting me know when you're going to pull up. Come on.
Hey, man.
You're my client now, all right? I show up for my clients. Hey, well, how did I look out there tonight? Solid, solid. Did you keep that up? got a pretty good chance of making the
Man,
All-Star team.
I told this bitch up, man.
Not good enough, but no worries. Oh, yeah, Brendan Harris. Almost played with those guys. Then you know all about him.
I'm sitting here sick and worried. And this man is sitting in this car. Really? Seriously? Why are you sleeping in the car?
I need some rest.
So why wouldn't you come inside?
That's being arrested here.
Is your life that terrible that you need to be in the car?
The guy got caught with his wife because he used to be sleeping in the car before he come in the house. We need our decompressing moments. We do. And I didn't realize how important that was.
Apparently, Joe Biden's podcast and the ex-football players, the Pivot, I believe it's called, they decided that they were going to discuss my video with my relationship. So then he hears them talking about the whole scenario of what we were doing, what we were going through. And guess what he's doing now? He's packing his leave because these grown men wanted to come and talk about my relationship off of a video that's 1 minute long.
Now, in all actuality, it's her fault for sharing this conversation. Something that should have been handled in a private matter between her and her husband, but she decided to blast it all over the internet. Recently, in an attempt to go viral and have a little kiki ha-ha moment with her husband, a woman lost her marriage because she exposed her private relationship matters, one that probably something they could have solved behind closed doors, to the internet. From there, it sparked a whole conversation about should men be able to or not be able to sleep in their cars when they get off of work to get a little bit of separation from their significant others. You know, people having their own place in space, their own privacy, etc., etc. And ultimately, due to some internet commentary that was left, but the real conversation should have been about this putting this stuff on the internet and how it completely backfired on. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. It goes a long, long way for the channel. Y'all know I didn't just come off from a long day's worth of work. I had to lie to Danielle about getting a job and getting so hard out. Each subscription goes to Unput News Network. That way I can truly justify not having to go anywhere during the day. Now, back into the video. This woman is a TikTok who's known for posting intimate moments between her and her family members on the internet. She goes on these viral rants every once in a while, and the main thing to take away from this is that she exposes the storylines and the behind the scenes as to what goes on in her day-to-day life with her and her husband and the other casting characters in her life.
I'm sitting here sick and worried, and this man is sitting in this car. Really? Really? Seriously? Seriously? Why are you sleeping in the car? Why are you sleeping in the car?
I need some rest.
So why wouldn't you come inside?
Because that's being arrested here.
Is your life that terrible that you need to be in the car?
For what it's worth, I don't think it had anything about her being so terrible. Sometimes you just get so tired that you want to stay out in the car, or you don't even think about it. You listen to your favorite music, listen to your favorite podcast, park into your driveway, you shut the car off, and then like those an hour or two is past.
Oh, man. You're Brendan Harris with Union Elite, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Man, what's good? I'm MP.
Right, you that Vermont dude. Yeah, I heard you passed up on the chance to play with her.
WCB.
Years later. No way. No.
What?
So you mean to tell me you've been up in here asleep?
Yeah.
I've been calling you. I've been paging you. I've been tweeting you. I've been DMing.
My phone on DMV though. I just got to work. I try to get those evenings all the time.
I've been so you literally can just relax inside of it.
Yo, action coming your way right here on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone, and welcome in. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. We've got the Union Elite against the High Flyers in a showdown.
Well, both of these teams have had a strong showing this season, and I'm looking forward to seeing the stars of their respective teams, MP and Brandon Harris.
And for the high flyers, MP and Mills leading the way. Not only can they both play, but they've got some great personality there as well.
Something about both of them just oozes star power. But none of that will matter once they get on the court. They'll have to let their game do the talking tonight. Well, the drama setting the scene for tonight's game, it's MP going up against the team he didn't pick when he joined the club circuit.
Strong pass. Placed the ball right where his teammate needed it.
And taking the floor for Union Elite, it'll be Lou Diaz running the show from the point. Mitch Mitchell's at the outside. Bird will be playing in the wing role. And the always dangerous Brandon Harris at power forward. Finally, Drew Roberts holding down the center spot. The starting five for the High Flyers. MP runs the show at the 1. Devontae Mills is the 2 guard. Nathan O'Neill and Ben Gov are the forwards. And the man in the middle is Liam Callahan. Coach Weber and Coach Troy both thought MP was destined for their rosters.
Well, look, he couldn't play for both of them. So at the end of the day, he had to make a business decision. No animosity, but I'm sure this team would like to prove to MP that he made the wrong choice.
Now here's Mitchell. To the middle. Now Harris. The shot's good on the assist by Mitchell.
But we know that Harris is a skilled finisher. He's got plenty of toughness to go along with that.
And the star for this Union Elite team is Brandon Harris, a fantastic big man who can score from anywhere.
Harris is one of the most efficient and focused players you'll find on the court. And it's funny, I actually think MP would have complemented Harris's game perfectly if MP had chosen the Union Elite.
And Union Elite with possession. It's a 3-point game. MP outside. Screen set by Callahan. And here's MP on the outside. Nails it from 3.
And you can't afford to go under those screens.
Yeah, he will make you pay. That's a lock and trail situation all the way.
Now here's Mitchell. Back to Diaz. Robert. Kicks it to Mitchell. Shoots the 3. Oh, and almost a 4-point play right there. But instead, he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Putting pressure on the D. Mitchell is rewarded with the trip to the line.
And over the course of this WCBL season, we've seen some great growth from MP.
Indeed, there's been a level of maturity that's come along with his game, not only with his footwork and his basketball IQ, but with how he really carries himself.
The first free throw is good.
Letting others have opinion and seeing what's going on inside someone's marriage. So you want me up for what?
You need to. I need you. Go. We gotta go.
Can we revisit this after the holidays?
And he's good on the second.
After holidays.
You're gonna ruin the holidays for everyone, for the kids, for my family.
You did. We gotta do this. Stick with the cycle.
So
and he makes all 3. And as we've mentioned earlier, a bit of a vendetta of sorts against MP in this one, albeit it's in good spirits. But in games like this, tensions can run high, especially early on.
And hopefully no one's trying to make a point and let it get out of hand here. Emotions might be elevated, but prove your point on the court with your play.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Just charging down the lane. Mitchell going all out on the drive.
The kick out to O'Neill. Brock. Here's MP. Misses from close range.
Nearly got a finger to that shot on the block attempt.
His activity was just as effective as a block. Made him completely change his release point and caused the miss.
Now here's Diaz. Here's Harris. That falls. What a feed that time from Diaz.
And Harris overcoming the contest. He was ready to outwork the inside D.
And you look at both of these teams, some great depth out there.
And with the amount of games that can be played in such a short period, depth is key for these teams. No surprise to see these rosters have the success they've had.
Union Elite lead. And here's Mitchell. He's got 5. Inside. And it's finished off by Harris.
Yes, sir. Get up, Brandon Harris.
And it's high flyers with the ball. MP with the low. And the shot counts. He's fouled. And it's a chance for the three-point play. Diaz with it. Back to Kolish. Over Brock. And Kolish misses. And as we've watched all of these players over the course of the season, you can see what they've really added to their individual games.
Well, the focus for each of these teams, Joe, is to try and get the most out of each one of these players. They've all improved for sure, and some more than others, but I'm extremely impressed with the strides that MP has made.
Harris outside. Pass to Diaz. To the inside. Robert can't get it to fall. On the wing, it's MP. Diaz covering. MP with the bucket.
They were looking for him on that possession. Beyond the arc, find some space.
And as always, this is a game that will feature a crowd full of scouts.
Well, to no one's surprise, MP has certainly turned some heads with his play this season. But I imagine they're also here to check out Mills and Harris.
Count that bucket.
And although he is a guard, Diaz, he's not bashful. He's trying his luck inside, and with these results, you see why he goes in there.
To the paint. Kicks it out to Brock. MP. Yes, and it's Brock picking up the assist. It's all knotted up.
And the defense basically dared him to shoot that one. Challenge accepted.
Now here's Diaz. He's got 5. Fades away. The high flyers grab the miss. From deep, it's MP. And the high flyers, another triple.
He's having a field day from beyond the arc.
Quick note to the defense, feel free to get a hand up. Someone might want to actually guard him.
And even though a lot of these players are competing against each other, odds are at some point they'll be teammates down the line.
Yeah, that's true, and it could be in the NBA or any number of leagues overseas. The fact is, not everyone's going to make it, but those who do will know each other from their experience here.
Now here's MP. He's got 15. And finished off by Callahan.
You don't get a more high percentage look than that for Callahan. A dominant force in close.
Union Elite trailing here. Outside Diaz. Down low. Will it go?
And you love the lead pass where he hits his man in stride.
Now MP. Diaz covering. To the inside. It's good.
I like the aggressiveness there from Gov near the bucket.
Here's Walker. Outside Diaz. Harris up top. Walker. That 3 off the mark. MP outside. Gov outside. Pass to Brock. MP lets it go from deep. And Walker pulls it down. Here's Kolish. And the foul is called as he misses. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. It's on Ben Gov.
Don't give up an easy bucket and make him earn his points at the line. That's the right play right there.
He knows if he attacks the basket, they're going to get physical with him, and he's so ready for it.
The High Flyers with the lead. Pass to Gov. MP. 4-3. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He shot the ball 12 times so far.
Terrific pass there, setting up his teammate well.
Kolish grabbing the board.
Well, he went right at the teeth of the defense, and they ate him up.
And Diaz. And that one comes up a bit short. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
In the high school game, having a point guard who can throw it down is a real luxury.
I'll say, not many ones at this level can attack the rim like that.
No, you can't let him get to the bucket with ease. You got to at least make it more difficult.
Now here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Out of bounds, it'll be the high flyer's ball.
Just can't afford turnovers like that one.
The possibility here of pushing the lead into double digits.
And mentally, that would give them an even bigger edge over their opponents.
Back to Brock. MP outside. Yes, and it's Brock picking up the assist. Deflected, and it's stolen by MP. And it's in there.
Wow, I mean, and are you really surprised? That's Liam Callahan, paving his way to an inside score like it's a construction site.
Pass to Robert. They need this. Nice D from Leon Callahan.
And they're desperate for a bucket.
They can totally feel it slipping away. Got to get a jump start for their offense.
They keep finding ways to pad their lead, and it just continues to grow.
All facets of their game are clicking. They look like a well-oiled machine out there.
So as we conclude the first half of play, a fairly one-sided affair thus far. High Fly is leading this one, leading by 17. And time for a break. The action resumes right after this. Welcome back for the second half as MP leads the High Flyers against Brandon Harris and the Union Elite. You watch games like this one, guys, you see the skill and the talent that the up-and-coming players have today. It's quite impressive.
No question about it. Basketball is in good hands for future generations because what kids like this do on the court at such an early stage of their development, really, it's miles ahead of where we were just a few decades ago.
Now Harris. That one's good. He's only missed one now. He's 5 for 6 from the floor.
We often talk about bigs that you can rely on down in the paint, and Harris is always somebody in our conversation.
Here's MP, and it's Bird with the board. Pass to Robert. Now here's Diaz. Harris outside. Count that one.
It's so easy to see why Harris is so highly regarded. He can get the orange in the hoop.
On the wing, it's MP. Diaz covering. And here's MP on the outside. The second chance effort. And Callahan laying it in.
Effort is the name of the game, and it can overcome inexperience.
Here's Diaz. He's got 5.
And once again, we see that intense defensive look.
Well, that's the only way to play good full court man-to-man. 100% intensity level.
The shot from Bird, no good.
Not the best shot selection for them.
Yeah, they know how to look for a better chance than that one.
First one for him falls. And so he makes both at the line that time.
So when I called Lucy, like I
now
said,
Mitchell.
The fee had always been $25,000. He said, we had a conversation, $40,000.
Diaz up top. And he wills that one in, right in off the back iron.
Oh, that was like a Dre Hugo signature mid-range shot. Nice form on the jumper by Diaz.
MP outside. Outside O'Neal. It's Callahan, covered by Robert. And here's MP on the outside. The High Flyers with another miss. Pass to Diaz. 17-footer on the way, and it's rebounded by O'Neal. And here's the fast break. And MP throws it down hard.
Whoa, that was crazy to even attempt.
He didn't just try it, he pulled it off. That was awesome.
Come on, that's a high school kid. It's not fair, no way.
On the wing, it's MP. Inside, it's Callahan. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Callahan putting his strength to the test, and he's got a lot of it.
Now a timeout called by Union Elite. The High Flyers making a switch here.
Because what will end up happening is
a difficult situation for Union Elite. Bird outside. And not sure what he was thinking right there. And as great as a player as Harris is, he simply hasn't had the same impact as MP tonight, guys.
Oh, definitely. And we've seen what has set MP apart from the other stars in the WCBL. When things are falling for him, look out. He's just at another level.
Pass to Diaz. Back to Mitchell. And he's going for the alley-oop. MP with the steal. Pushing it up. Mills from deep. Rebound by Union Elite. And Diaz. Union Elite again can't hit it. Now the High Flyers with it. They lead by their biggest margin of the game at 23 points.
He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
It's been a pretty rough stretch for them.
Yeah, this is an important possession. It is essential to put a stop to this run.
And they're moving it up. And the High Flyers get it right back. Pass to O'Neal. Over Bird. O'Neal, no good. And Union Elite with possession. And the whistle blown against MP. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Kolish. Over to the left wing. And Diaz. Walker. Diaz up top. Bullock. He's covered by Gov. Here's Kolish. And once again, off the mark from Union Elite. And the dunk by MP.
Yeah, they didn't waste that fast break opportunity. Good. Aggressive pass, got his teammate to the rim.
It's two parts, so I'll address the first part. Yo, him interviewing himself.
Outside Diaz.
It's my first interview. Y'all can crack on me, but I'm going to go.
The shot over MP.
I'm going to step it up.
Kept alive by Union Elite.
This is my first one.
And once again, off the mark from Union Elite. To the middle. Al-Madawi. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Boy, it is fun watching him at the controls.
Just the way he creates for his teammates. Such a willing passer.
Vlad is a successful businessman, and he's not even going to do it.
There's Walker.
I'm only making 30, I'm going to give him 25 margin. That makes zero sense to me. Anybody
Pass
that
to
has
Diaz.
business acumen knows
Trying to get back on track. And he takes it up and lays it in.
He's able to find a seam in the defense and just lay it right in.
Uzi can't look at his spreadsheet.
Screen by Gov.
This is accurate. This is what you're making on the back end.
Out to the wing.
It's, I think I can type whatever I want in Excel and send it to somebody. And
here's Casey. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They've been so efficient on offense here in the second half.
Yeah, and since the break, these two teams have completely different shooting charts.
There's Walker. Offense has been clicking lately. Might want to mix things up.
Their mojo is gone. They need a basket just to regain some confidence.
Bullock, no good.
Those are the shots you just hate to miss. An opportunity and a possession gone.
It's MP missing. Outside Diaz. To the paint. Pulled in by Casey. Here's the High Flyers. Here's MP. MP throws it down.
It's like Mills has a sixth sense when he's got a teammate open, like when I see snacks on the pregame table.
Back to Kolish. Here's Bullock. He's covered by Gov. And Diaz. Out of bounds. It'll be the High Flyers ball.
When you're driving home, you're going to be thinking about sloppy plays like that for a while.
And the High Flyers making a change here.
That is a hot topic, especially given the type of person that
team's changing it up here.
This is one of those, I know you jokingly say, who the fuck cares what Boosie got to say? This is one of those, a lot of people want to hear what Boosie got to say. And he knows this, and I know
three-pointer. The High Flyers grab the miss.
Demand is high right now. You're going to pay high demand. And if not, I'll keep it myself.
MP outside. Kicks it to Al-Madawi. Return to MP. The three is up. The shot misses. And so Union Elite has it here. Outside, Harris.
$1,076,000.
Now Diaz, guarded by MP.
Is that the whole interview or is that part? I'm looking at the clips and the whole.
Right side, it's Diaz. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bird with the bucket.
And Bird knows he's got to drain the shot. When he's hitting from there, everything else seems to open up for him, too.
It depends.
Here's MP, and he banks in the layup.
That's how they want their offense to operate. Get the ball near the rim.
And Union Elite has possession. Bird on the wing. Mitchell outside.
Let's just say it's 70. I don't think
Diaz.
Just looking at the numbers I just saw, somewhere around 50 or 60,000.
Mitchell outside. To the inside. There's the rejection. And the ball goes out. Union Elite will keep possession here.
That's to 35. Right, you set a number you're negotiating. Let's say it's 35. Now he's got 25. Like you said, he got to fly out there, set up a three. And again, he's thinking about the risk.
The 3 from Harris. And they force a shot clock violation. Great lockdown defense right there. Here's MP. Banked in off the glass.
And this little run pretty much puts the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, these last few scores have helped shut the door. Great job to close out the game.
Now here's Diaz.
Now come back and say, yo, this video
finds Bird.
So you need to give me more bread.
That falls. What a feed that time from Diaz.
That's why they have Diaz in there. Find the open man.
6 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
So that's the thing.
MP with it, picked up by Harris. And MP throws it down.
Great execution using the screen.
Gets a path to the bucket. The defensive rotation just wasn't quick enough there, and he makes them pay.
I like the recognition, though. Take whatever the defense is going to give you out there.
Mitchell's shot is off. MP high post. So it's the High Flyers winning this one easily.
An impressive performance from the High Flyers in this one. You have to credit MP. He was an instrumental part of this win. You see the kind of potential that this kid has already.
Without question, Danny. And on the flip side for the Union Elite, a tough loss.
Well, Brandon Harris just didn't do enough in this game. He had his moments, but in the end, MP and his High Flyers were just too much to handle. But it's okay. They can't dwell on this. They've got to put it behind them and just move on.
And that'll do it for this one. For Drake Hugo, Danny Hager, this is Joe Lamy saying thanks for watching.
My man MP. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Thanks, Mr. Kelly. Hey, I told you couldn't guard me.
Well, look, I just got the word, and you, my friend, are going to the All-Star Showcase.
Really?
That's right. That's right. So I'm going to need one more performance just like that one.
Oh, I definitely got you, Mr. Kelly. I'm about to be the MVP of that All-Star game.
If you could pull that off, that would be massive.
If. Come on, Austin Kelly. You gotta believe in me now.
Listen,
you're my agent.
You're an incredible talent, MP. But you're going against an entire team of incredible talents, not the least of which is your matchup, Ice McCall.
Yeah, I know all about bro.
Well, then you know to take him seriously.
Look, definitely. Dude is a beast, but so am I.
I'm excited to see how you handle it.
I'm about to shock the world.
Try to no lighting, no camera, and do it on your own. All right, you're gonna fuck up the dope. Pick it up now. Prior to that, stop that real quick because let's say prior to that though, let's say Boosie never does this part. He never puts out his clip of his interview with the bad lighting, the bad camera, none of that. He's still keeping it. He hasn't said anything yet. And Boosie's math, just so you know, Boosie is saying, when I was charging you $25 grand, I did 7, 8 interviews in a year. Now that I'm telling you 40 grand, 35 grand, I haven't done any in the last 7 months. I feel like I'm saving you money. That's what Boosie is saying. I get that logic. I don't. That's not logical. I don't get that. I think to set a precedent, I'm not paying nobody $25,000 to do an interview. That's me. Vlad has a business that is working and is successful. would assume that Boosie is a large part of that, but that's a lot. If a nigga you had success with come in your face, I need 40 grand to sit down. Now, but I don't think he's wrong. I don't care about that part. But that matters, though. That's very important to you. The part that matters to me is if I come sit down once, you can make that be 300 videos. And so I care about that. So I'm charging you 40, but now you have 300 videos that you're flipping, and all of them are doing numbers. One. Two, what was I about to say? What was I about to say? My memory is bad.
Can I jump in real quick?
Well, let me at least try to remember what I'm about to say. What was I saying? Oh, Vlad runs a subscription service. So it is a little disingenuous to say, I didn't even know, hey, I'm checking the numbers on these videos over here, and it ain't hitting. Well, no, it ain't hitting there. But if I come over there and the sub is just all the way through the roof, only when I sit down, I'm well within my right to charge what I'm charging. Again, I agree with both of them in this.
And I don't think it's
I don't think there's a side. I don't think there's a wrong answer.
Marcus' point is even makes it even stronger. Yo, I might have led somebody here to see this, but now they looking at Freeway Rick Ross. They looking at this because it's gonna give you suggested to watch. So now you can't quantify what I did for your traffic.
No, jump in.
You ready, MP?
Hey, Tyson. What's up, bro? I mean, it's finally good to meet you, and I want to tell you seriously, I, really relate to your story.
MP, right?
Right.
How'd you make this team?
What you mean?
Usually your league sends their best players to get clowned by us. Then there's you. I don't get it.
Okay, see, that type of disrespect, why are you capping like you don't know about me yet?
Oh, I know who you are. You're Dion's little pet. He got bored working with blue chippers, plucked you out of nowhere, then you had a hot few weeks, so you start feeling yourself. Here's the thing, though. I know that you know that this ain't real. I know that you're scared that one day soon the shots are gonna stop falling. You don't belong here, MP. You belong back home.
I know that
slinging breakfast to town.
It's changed my life. It's
and
changed
after
so many
this
other
game,
people's
when you
life. But a lot
choke
of
in
y'all
front of all those scouts,
looking at it and thinking, these indicators
exactly
are confusing me. These patterns are confusing me. Every time I get in the trade, it goes against me. You don't have a system that's repeatable, and then you jumping from style to style, which is giving you what's called style fatigue. Those things combined, you just want to leave trading alone. So what I want to do is, I'm going to walk you through what they do.
Welcome, everyone. It's the EYBL Showcase. We have a fantastic game full of young all-star talent from the West Coast Basketball League and the Nike Elite Youth Basketball League. I'm Joe Lamy with Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. And guys, what a great group we have here tonight.
We've got stars from all over the country, and they're all looking to leave a lasting memory in this one. I'm sure we'll be seeing some future faces of the sport here.
As you said, Danny, the future is going to be on full display here tonight.
And scouts will be very interested in this matchup, despite it being an exhibition game. When you have this much talent gathered together on the court, the basketball world can't help but notice. But what a great celebration of the club leagues. The best from the WCBL getting to face the stars of the EYBL. What more can you ask for?
For the Nike EYBL All-Stars, future superstar Tyson Ice McCall has the keys to this offense with Lack and Cologne on the wings, and Robinson and Pocumsey locking down the paint. And representing the best of the best in the WCBL, the starting five begins with MP at the point. Devontae Mills will be the shooting guard. Carrington will keep their D busy on the wing, while Harris provides some punch at power forward, and the quiet assassin Miles Thunderstone is the anchor in the low post. That one is no good, and the players on the floor obviously the best of the best for their age group.
And there's a high likelihood that at least one major star is coming out of here, maybe even more. There's just so much talent on the floor. It's sure going to be fun to watch him show off here tonight.
And the big name for the Nike EYBL team is Ice McCall, currently ranked 19th in the nation on the 2K U250, and for good reason.
Rarely melts down. McCall is a terrific shooter, and he can also create for others. He gives you whatever you want on the offensive end and can create as well as anyone else in his class. Ice is the guy to watch.
Now MP. Good. Carrington gets the assist.
As we see more of Carrington, expect his playmaking to get better with experience.
Outside,
okay, have you seen the little girl on TikTok who's over here lecturing millennials about how they don't know how to do social media?
Outside.
She wants to send us to boot
Back
camp.
to Cologne.
Okay, first of all, get a nice warm glass
Left
of
side,
oat milk
lap.
and sit down, little girl.
5 to
We
shoot.
have a talk. We
McCall for three. And Harris pulls down the rebound.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him right there.
Good on the bucket.
Looking strong inside. Stone, he doesn't mind a little physicality on the way up.
You look at the roster of these teams, one thing that jumps out at you is the wide range of places these kids are from. You've got guys from all over the country, from major cities and rural towns that you've never even heard of.
It's one of the great things about basketball. Talent can be found anywhere in the basketball world, and this game is a great reminder of just that.
Now MP, and he's got 6 points for him. To the middle. Harris with the bucket.
We often talk about bigs that you can rely on down in the paint, and Harris is always somebody in our conversation.
Outside, Black.
You're trying to do crazy stuff on the internet to go viral on
Returns it
TikTok.
to McCall.
We were risking jail time with our bootleg CDs that we downloaded, risking our
Over
own
MP.
computers with viruses.
That one doesn't
to
go
get
either
music
for
off
Tyson
of
McCall.
LimeWire. You will never know.
MP with the rock.
The slap
Black picks him up. It's good.
You cry.
Well, Harris likes to score it with the best of them.
But
But there, he decided to feed the open teammate.
EYBL All-Stars trail, and this game has a bit of a different feel than other All-Star games.
Well, every one of these kids wants to show that they're the best. So that means there's going to be a lot of effort being put in on both sides of the floor.
And McCall tickles the twine.
Just so under control the whole way. He makes it look so easy.
If you were in school, you were under the desk like you
Here's
were riding a
MP.
joystick.
8 points for him.
Okay, so sit down.
Pass to
Little
Carrington.
girl. Serious question for all the
Stone.
millennials, but
And
where
the
were our parents? I just want to say, my
again
last
with
video
the
was
bucket.
a banger.
This is a nice find by Stone in the mid-range, using his size to get a good look at the hoop from that distance.
For Chumsey, covered now by Stone.
They had a parental advisory sign.
Now here's McCall.
Our parentals had no advisory. Like, if you can't tell me
Over
what
MP.
32/M/no
That one doesn't go
count means,
either for
don't
Tyson
even look at me.
McCall.
We were like 9 years old, being like, I ain't trying to fuck you.
And that one's
Everybody
good
knows
from
you're my
MP.
number one fan.
They've come out
13,
fast
we were
and
like,
furious. This game already looks like a mismatch.
Sure, there's obviously plenty of time left to play, but this one's showing the early signs of what's usually a blowout.
And you look at that level of play and the upside for most of these players, this has been an especially gifted class that we're seeing here.
And you think back to some of the all-time great NBA draft classes. 84, 03. I mean, with all the talent we're seeing here, this class could be on those levels. Jumping at it with a significant lead already.
Just dominating on both ends. Let's see if their opponent can mount any type of resistance.
Now here's McCall.
Just for trying
He's
to
got
illegally
5.
download some Ashley Simpson before the lip syncing scandal. You think Taylor
Jonathan
Frankie
Lack
Paul was a
draws the
risky
double.
choice? We had Tila Tequila making
Shoots
out
the
with
three.
men and women
Rebounded by
for a
Stone.
shot at love. So do not lecture
MP
me
with the
about gay rights.
Beautiful
because before
dish
you
and the layup
pronouns,
goes down.
we had
And what a run they're
slurs that
having.
actually
They
meant
simply can't
something.
miss
Meanwhile,
right
we
now.
were just like,
Seriously, this is
Stones
amazing.
playing great
Everything they're
iPhones,
putting
but
up is
words
going
can
down.
never hurt me.
And being named
Now,
to one of
words
these
are digital
rosters is
violence.
quite an
Like, Riley's out
achievement
here
in of
crying
its
about
own.
digital violence.
Yeah, we
People
can't emphasize
invented
enough that this
digital
is
violence.
the best of the best playing here. The Nike
Like Destiny's
EYBL
Child,
is the
people were
top circuit in the
survivors.
world.
And then they wanna come and
Everyone
take
from
our
there is a
culture
top
from me
prospect,
and act like
and
they
I'm
know
sure
our
that
legends.
it'll be true for
You know
many of the
Tiffany
players
Pollard,
from the
the
WCBL as
We
well.
know Tiffany Pollard when she was New York versus
It's good, and he drew
We didn't know
contact
where
on the
daddies
shot,
were, but we
so
were
he'll
just
go
fine
to the
being
line.
raised by
A three-point play opportunity.
Jerry. We were out here watching all sorts of smut, doing bath salts and eating people's faces. Now again, I'm not saying any of it was good. I don't know where the hell our parents were at. Like, those were the days of our lives. We survived.
Now here's Johnson.
Severe.
Their offense has stagnated.
It's been hard to watch. They need a bucket, and soon.
Now a timeout called by EYBL.
Millennials having to take a social media boot camp.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
I just watched Mortal Kombat 2. What do I even say about this?
To the inside, that's Wanaglu, and he gets that one to go off the front of the rim and in.
That's what you call passing a teammate open, guiding him perfectly.
Down low, here's Chu, banked in off the glass.
Plain and simple, they're shooting the ball much better than the opposition right now.
Yeah, their offense just looks smoother, getting whatever shot that they want out there.
Now here's Johnson. Wanaglu, defended by Chu. Wanaglu can't hit it.
I was so excited for that film. The trailer for this was a banger.
MP with the
It
look.
was one of the best
He
trailers of
finishes
2021.
nicely on the
When I
layup.
saw the film,
Simply
I was so
feeling
disappointed.
it tonight. Most everything falling in.
The freaking 90s Mortal Kombat was better. The first
Outside,
Mortal Kombat
Tombo.
I still think that's my
Vlad
favorite Mortal
Dermonenko
Kombat
on the
movie
wing.
still to this day. Mortal Kombat Annihilation kind of
Pass
fucked
to
that
Leftos.
franchise into a coma, and this one was supposed to
Tombo.
resurrect it. And
Back
it
to
was-
Wanaglu.
it was
Down to
horrible.
5 on the shot clock.
Oh, between a main character that no one cares about.
Here's Johnson.
And
he drops in the layup off the glass.
If the defender is going to play off him like that, you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points on the board.
And that one,
This
good.
is, in my opinion, there's like
He
terrible
plays
stuff
in his
here.
central role
But
by
it's
getting
one
his
of
guys
those
to their
cases where
shots.
It's a really bad movie.
Such a nice advantage having an unselfish player like him with a high basketball IQ, always providing for his teammates.
Pass to Leftos. Back to Johnson.
Characters that take themselves too
The
seriously.
shot over MP. Johnson, no good that time. The West in total control in this one. 19-point lead, which is the biggest of the game. Yep, that one goes.
And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. So effective at this point.
Now Leftos.
There were so many times where the audience
Dermonenko outside.
They clapped at the end of
Back
this,
to
and I was even
Wanaglu.
surprised. I'm like, yeah, these-
Inside.
some of these folks are really good, but these
Finds
guys are
Schroeder.
hyped.
Tombo.
If they're a bigger Mortal Kombat fan.
Vlad Dermonenko on the wing. Good, and Leftos gets the assist.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know that he's as good as a layup from that distance?
Two, no good. Here's the EYBL All-Stars with the ball.
And Katana,
They trail
she's
by
one of the main
18.
characters in this. She's probably like her and Johnny Cage are like the main characters, right?
Here's Schroeder.
I don't give a flying
Still
shit
getting
about
warmed up offensively.
Simply
No
because
buckets yet in
her
this game
character,
from
the
him.
writing behind
More
her,
with the
writing
steal.
with her scenes with Jade,
Fast
they're
break.
so
Here we go.
cliche,
And a jam by
generic,
Johnny
and
Chu.
cringe. It's just
That's a display of great defense turning into easy offense.
Yeah, what a nice
I really
string
want
of
them to get back
events.
to Johnny Cage and
Hey, it's
Kato's
a little
set of
something
this.
for everybody.
I really think Katana
Now
could have
Leftos.
been way more of a compelling character that could have done more, but she just has the most basic, cliche, predictable storyline. She's very
Over
attractive,
two.
I'll give her that.
And there's
This-
the EYBL All-Stars
just-
with another bucket.
That looked really
He
bad,
got
man.
hung up on a great screen
Johnny
and gave the
Cage's
shooter some
movement
wiggle
into
room.
the team. Him
Yeah,
getting
for
into the
sure. If
story
he
is very
sees
rushed.
any
He's
daylight at all,
half-triggered.
he's pulling the
You see
trigger.
him at Comic-Con.
Here's Corrado.
You know, he's a washed-up actor.
Out to the
and
right
then they come
wing.
and try to recruit him, and they
MP.
bring him into the role that is. It just happens
To the
very, very
paint.
fast. I think that could have used more build-up.
Check
Sonya
this
Blade is
pocket.
literally not even a character in this. She's an exposition dump. That's what she is.
Here's
Again,
Tombo.
I like this
There's
actress, very
Leftos with
attractive,
the
all that
three.
stuff.
Rebound goes
Jax,
to the WCBL.
just
Flat out
nothing to a
inexcusable
character. There's nothing
defense.
to a character
They
with
got
exposition.
lucky that he somehow missed that shot.
Sub-Zero
He
2.0
knows he should have buried
is barely
it with
in
the
film,
defense
and
being
when
that
he's in the
lax.
film, he has a cool action scene,
Now
really good
here's
action scene,
MP.
but I don't know.
21
It
points
just
so
feels like he was
far in
thrown
this
there
one.
'cause we gotta have new
Johnny
talent.
Chu,
We gotta have
guarded by
It just
Leftos.
feels like that.
And Corrado gets it to
that still
go.
felt rushed.
Sweet
But I will say
feed.
that five
Call
within
me
the
old
scorpion is
school,
pretty
but
bad.
teams
This is
don't
a
hammer it
paper thin
inside
script,
enough
barely
anymore.
applied.
To the left wing.
Johnny Cage
Joey
already
Johnson
shows
for
big
three.
gun
That
shows.
one's off.
No, there's this
And through
athlete
one
that
half, it hasn't even been close.
Who gives a fuck?
The
Let's just
West
give us
All-Stars
fights.
lead, running away with this
That's
one.
what this
and
is,
we
okay?
step aside now for
Now
a
let's
short
get to the
break.
pros.
Stay with us.
I'm not a hater of this film. I think there's actually a lot to take away from this. I think
Thanks for
Carl
joining
did a
us
great
as
job.
we
At
start up
first,
the
I was like,
second
this is the
half
biggest
of this
miscast of all
exciting
time. Why are
matchup.
they casting
The
him so
best
low?
talent on
He's a washed-up
display
veteran
here in
superstar.
this one. And what a special experience this game must be for these up-and-coming stars.
I hope they're able to just take it all in and enjoy everything involved in this game. Just being here is a huge accomplishment, regardless of the outcome. This is something that'll stick with them for the rest of their lives.
Let's it go from 11. Rebounded by Stone.
He does have a lot of good comedic moments, and it's really good to have a character like this because every other character is taking himself so seriously. Their dialogue is positioned up for a predictable line that a third grader.
And it hasn't just been one facet that helps them build the lead. They've been terrific all around.
It has been a complete performance, and the effort level has been fantastic too.
Tecumseh knocks it down.
They're so fun.
Nice form on the jumper from Tecumseh. A big who can hit Jays.
Because Liu Kang feels more like a character. I think he has the best fight with Kung Lao.
Down low.
Yeah.
Stone. And
this
he
fight with Kung
lays
Lao
it
is
straight in.
genuinely
That's
awesome.
the body control you need if you're going to take on a bigger defender inside.
Like the fearless attitude that he shows.
I was shocked. I was like,
outside,
damn,
Black.
Yeah, they
Pass
went
to
on.
Cologne.
They really, you could tell the action of this was elevated. You could
Robinson.
tell
He's covered by Harris. McCall for three. Stone grabs the board.
Some of the shots that he's taken have been head scratchers. He's out there playing like it is a game of horse.
Especially towards the end of the film. I was like, damn. Anyone really can die, except for...
And the first one at the line is good.
People die, man. People die. And I will say, man, the
that one falls, so he hits them both.
Much better than I don't even
a challenging stretch for the EYBL in this one.
Fatalities in this
on the
one feel like
outside.
fatalities. They're extended.
Pass
They're
to
gory.
Lack.
They're awesome.
McCall
they're
outside.
The main highlight of this film is
The
the main
three-pointer goes.
It's the best part.
Another ice cube. That's what I'm calling his jumper shot.
Johnny
Everything
Cage even
nearly
stops having a
automatic
personality
and
when this
lowering
guy's
the temperature for his
This
team,
Tano literally
one
makes
shot
it
at a time.
And
the ball outplay, the EYBL will have it.
That right there, an inexcusable turnover.
I think this is improvised, half of this. He's so funny. Everything he says, man, every interaction he has, this guy just knows.
And the EYBL All-Stars with possession here. Cologne on the outside.
I don't care, bro. He's the
Pass
best
to Lack.
kind of anti-hero character.
Call left
you could
side.
have. Him and Sonya Blade's interaction. Him and Johnny Cage interaction. He has an interaction with another villain. That's so fun. People in the audience are going crazy.
This is the authoritative defense you want to see from Harris. Stopping the shot cold with a confident swat.
Nobody
Now
likes
Carrington.
There are people who defend Cole Young, and I'm going to get to that defense because it's
Screen by
pathetic.
Stone.
Cole Young only has like 4 minutes of screen time, and this, thank God,
Mills
that's
on the wing.
because
Shot
even
clock
when he
at
was
3.
speaking in this film,
Yes, and it's
his lines
MP
dialogue
picking
is
up
so
the assist.
uninteresting.
And
I'm like,
Mills
bro,
so
please,
skilled
please.
with the
And
ball
that's
in
where
his
we get
hand.
to spoiler time.
Mills has some things he still needs to
Cole
work
Young
on.
has a fight
You
with
can
Shao
see his
Kahn.
playmaking. It's
Shao
already
Kahn,
there.
that
He
guy's
makes his
with
teammates
his
better,
big
and he
old
does it
hand.
with joy on his
Breaks his
face.
face in
A
it.
nice shot there by
Dude, my audience
Robinson.
was cheering. They're
Gotta
like,
give
yes,
credit.
sir.
That was solid defense.
Thank
But
God.
Drew Robinson was just
Now, I
better.
will say this,
High
though,
level
Cole Young was
basketball.
holding his own. If Shao Kahn wasn't immortal, we're going to get to Shao Kahn in this. If he
MP
wasn't
up top,
immortal,
defended
he
by
would have
McCall.
gotten pieced the
Mills
fuck up
from
bad. He
deep.
was getting pissed up by it.
Tecumseh
Cole
pulls
Young
it
was
in.
low-key glad I'm whooping his ass. Shao Kahn has an ability of this. Now, people are going
Pass
to
to
say, bro,
Cologne.
this movie has no balls, no backbone.
McCall.
One of their best developed characters or more interesting characters from the
Here's
first one. They
Lack.
just kill him off because the fans don't like
Back
new
to
characters.
McCall.
That's not the
Soft
issue.
touch off the
Yes,
glass and in.
fans didn't want him
And McCall
as
is
a main
so
character because there's so
poison
many
close.
fan favorites.
You
who
can't
could have
allow him to get
instead.
comfortable like
But
this.
he's also not
And
interesting.
the West
What do
All-Stars
you mean
call
developed?
time
And
here.
no one likes this dude. He's
Both
boring as
teams
fuck.
will make a
His
substitution.
lines of dialogue, the moment he comes in this film, is the most corny cliche dialogue ever. Like when Johnny Cage,
When you look
even
at
Johnny
the
Cage is looking
production
at
of
him like,
these
bro,
two
what's
stars
wrong with
between
you?
MP and McCall,
He's a
it's
scale
been
nothing.
all
There's no
MP so
personality to
far.
him. Good,
For all
kill
the
him
hype
off,
we've
be
heard
dead,
about
fuck him.
McCall's offensive
Fucking
ability,
do
it's been
defensive.
MP putting on the show. He's come out of
Shao
nowhere,
Kahn.
and he's outshined one of the
Shao
top
Kahn,
recruits
PG.
in his class.
Right wing.
Shao Kahn gets an amulet because they take the amulet and suck the life
Pass
force
over
of
to
Raven or
Robinson.
whatever. And Raven's
And
almost
there,
dead.
the
Basically, they
EYBL
supercharge
All-Stars
this
with
amulet
another
with godlike
bucket.
power.
Nice to see
And
that short
basically,
jumper
he
game from
grants Shao
Robinson.
Kahn
That's
immortality.
good
He cannot
offensive
be killed.
versatility.
So every time he has a fight, he heals from his injuries. Here's the
Left
issue.
side, MP.
Based on how
Here's
these fights
two.
are going, Shao
And the
Kahn
layup's
low-key
good
without
off the
immortality would get
glass.
fucked up.
High percentage
He
too,
would get
pounding
killed
the
10 times
Rocky
over.
side.
Cole was putting it on him. Right? If
It's
he
Cologne
didn't
on
have
the wing.
immortality, he would have lost. Liu Kang was putting it on him. If he didn't have immortality, he
Robinson
would have lost. I
screen.
get it. These are two of
Beyond
the
the
best
arc.
fighters ever, right?
Rebound
Kang
goes
was
to the
champion or whatever.
WCBL.
But still, I think even Jack's low-key, you know?
Inside.
Like, there are just
22.
scenes where I'm like,
Yes,
Shao
and
Kahn, are
it's
you really,
MP
like,
picking up
the
the
best
assist.
in your world?
Beautiful
you're
play.
a big dude and
right
you're
there,
strong
you
and
see
you were a
two
good
guys
fighter with a hammer,
completely
but
on the
one
same
slice
page.
of the neck and you're
Timeout
done.
called by the EYBL.
You're
A
not-
change
like,
needs
people
to happen. They're
shouldn't
getting
be fucking
blitzed in
him
the
up.
paint.
Like, if you just
Maybe
look
time
at
for a sub.
next to
Bring
each
in
other,
another big.
he's getting
Get some more size out there, maybe?
He reminds me a lot of Steppenwolf in the Snyder Cut of Justice League, where he's clearly a big villain who's intimidating and has aura, but you could tell in his fight scenes that I believe individual
On
members
defense,
of the team could
the
probably take
West.
him on if they really wanted to, you know? Just get his ass whooped, but all good. And he served his purpose. He was a fine
Outside,
villain.
combo.
Whatever. Liu Kang is a lot better.
Outside,
He's
Nicole.
a great fight
Lets
scene.
it go from
There's a
deep.
sequence where he
The
fights
shot
Shao
off
Kahn,
that
and it's a
time.
great fight. But he gets stabbed. Okay, he gets killed.
The tray.
He gets killed, and immediately
MP
Power
with the
Rangers
bucket.
shock. We're like, damn, they just killed Liu Kang.
Superb floor awareness
And
on
there's this
display there for
corny-ass
more.
moment when
He has a
Luke dies,
knack
and
for
then
finding his open teammates.
It was not my destiny to defeat you. And his eyes are going yellow.
Outside, McCall.
It's not my destiny. That has been handed to
And he
another.
sinks the layup.
Two teammates showing quality chemistry.
And I guess it's like a callback to game fans or whatever, but if you're just a dude who's not familiar, you play them, but you're not familiar with the lore and you're watching this, like,
to the middle. And the jam by Johnny 2.
Who talks like this
Sort
when they're
of punctuated
dying,
the attack with the one-handed slam. I like his style.
Really energizing the whole team.
And there's so many.
Here's Tombo. Tries from the block. And the play by McCall as he finishes it off for 2.
They have to
You
destroy
see the chemistry between teammates on the assist.
Totally insane. And basically Johnny Cage, in a moment that I liked,
and
here's
here's
MP.
MP.
Destroys the amulet.
To the inside.
Shao Kahn
Here's
loses his mortality.
And
she kills
by
him.
Johnny 2.
And
great read there. You can see the unity between teammates.
She's such a useless villain. She has a really cool fatality on Shao Kahn.
Now here's McCall.
Might be mad at
He's
the fact
guarded
that
tight.
they gave her the reins to defeat him and not someone like Johnny Cage or Liu Kang, but for the story, it's a revenge story. Your father got killed by this dude, and they've been building up to it. I don't think they built up to it enough because she
the three-pointer.
Everyone doubts her.
So
and
quick,
this,
so effective, and a nuisance from distance. Dyson McCall is an elite shooter already, and he's only getting better.
Now MP.
So it felt a bit odd and corny, but whatever.
To the middle.
Her fatality on him is awesome. And that's what you're
buries
here
that
for.
one,
You're
hitting
not
the
here for
rim on the way
script.
down.
You're here for the fights.
He's got a lot of
deliver.
firepower right
now.
now.
There's the ending
Man,
scene where
what a
all
half he's having.
best buddy are friends. Johnny Cage, Sonya
Now
Blade,
here's
and
McCall,
Raiden
covered by MP.
are teaming up to find their friends.
Harris goes down the board.
Kang, whoever else died.
And here's the break.
Kano joins them as if I'm supposed to believe that Kano would give a fuck about any of this. But
MP
anyways,
outside.
they all team up and we're gonna bring our friends back from the dead.
And that one goes out of bounds. It'll be WCBL All-Stars, says the West retain possession.
Death doesn't mean anything in this world. That's the other issue. In a story about fights to the death,
MP
death doesn't mean
outside.
anything. That's been
Outside for
but they're
2.
going to set up a couple things.
MP.
They're going to set up this
McCall
dude, this
covering.
sorcerer dude, who's funny as hell, by the way. He's interactions with Kano as the villain.
Back to MP. Fires
Shang
for
Tsung will come
3.
back.
Nails the three-pointer.
Maybe some miscommunication from the defense there.
Story where he
No
sends a
one there
message
to guard
himself in the past, because the way things pan out here, it leads to the
Now
end of
here's
the world or whatever.
Pachumsi.
So they have to go
Outside,
back.
McCall.
I think that would be really cool. I know people don't like the time travel shit in movies, but I feel like this would be a sick story where they go
MP
back to the
grabs the
2021
miss.
events and Liu Kang needs to be the one or whatever, and Liu Kang will probably turn into a god.
This is
in
the
this
2.
trilogy story.
Back to
It's gonna
MP.
go back. They've already set it up.
And the West hits
That's
it
what I believe is
again
gonna
from
happen.
deep.
They were looking for him on that
And I
possession.
don't know if he's gonna
Beyond
fight-
the arc, find some space.
I don't know if he's going to fight.
Each trip down is becoming
Shang
more
Tsung
and
or
more
Shao Kahn. I
important.
don't think they're bringing
Yeah,
Shao Kahn
for
back,
sure.
but
They need to string
him
some
coming back would be
successful
sick.
offensive
I also
possessions
like the
together
idea of
and play
Raiden.
tough D.
You know, how he
Now
goes
here's
through. He
Pachumsi.
doesn't have anything to do with these
McCall
films. I
for
would like him
3.
to be more of a force. Maybe he could just turn. I know that might
On
be
the wing,
sacrilegious
it's
to
MP.
fans, but I
Defended
know
by
he becomes the
McCall.
straight up champion 2 of the tournament in one of the games. I honestly
Outside, Black.
think the idea of bringing Liu Kang back as a god would be cool, but I don't like this whole
Cologne
setup
up
of
top.
the next Mortal Kombat
McCall.
movie is we're gonna bring our friends back from the dead. I just don't.
Over MP.
This whole movie is just
It's a tad short, but it's good off the front of the rim.
cornball fest.
This is what makes
But it's-
McCall
it's
such
a
an
fun movie.
enticing
It's a
prospect.
bad movie.
His
that's
ability
entertaining
to
as fuck,
effortlessly
and it has
take
pain.
over games with his
I
scoring
don't
is
think
so
as a
impressive.
Mortal Kombat fan,
Now
you can go wrong
MP.
with this. I think you're gonna I think if you're a fan of games, you're gonna like this.
And the big
Enjoy
jump
it.
comes as a
I was
product of the
cringing
big
every 2
screen.
seconds,
Yeah,
but then
that
there was
worked out
every
beautifully.
now and
Freed
then they would
himself
throw him
nicely
over.
for
I was
the
like, man, that's-
flush.
yeah, that's-
Hey, a strong
They make me laugh
physical
my ass
play.
off.
Can't be
Johnny
afraid to
Cage,
flex
Brock
the
Gunn,
muscles
those
every
three
now
are
and
the
then.
holy trinity
A
of this film,
confident
guys.
player who
Brock
steps
Gunn's
up
awesome.
in the biggest moments.
my thoughts.
Any coach would love to have
Ladies and
McCall on
gentlemen,
their team.
we are on a mission.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both that time. Here's MP.
This open when I'm fucking so itchy as well.
That just a walk.
Get the perimeter!
Outside, McCall. Pass to Perchumpsey. And Perchumpsey throws it down.
And unfortunately, even with this run, it looks like they're still going to come up short.
Sure, it would have been really nice to see this earlier. Too little, too late.
Yeah,
Surging ahead at the right time.
Gaining some separation and putting it out of reach.
Now here's McCall. Now 9 seconds separate the shot and game clock.
Let's just run.
Out of bounds, it'll be WCBL ball.
When you're driving home, you're going to be thinking about sloppy plays like that for a while.
And they can just sit on the ball here.
They've earned the win.
Pass to Schrader. MP buries it from three-point range.
It's been a parade of threes from them ever since halftime.
Yeah, we know what they were talking about during the break. They've been dialed in from deep.
And now whistle blown against MP. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Now we get extra fruit. We get bonus fruit. We get bonus bandages. I like it. Good.
So MP and the rest of the West Coast All-Stars
really
Southampton
analyst, hiding in a bush. I'm going to quickly run into a cover and change.
MP, big. Okay. But the matchup turning into a really exciting scene.
Well, that was different, wasn't it?
Hey, what's good, Tyson?
Free apple. Oh, homie, you can have a free apple. Oh, and a bag. It's a blue Toloan. Oxy putty. Here we go. No thanks. Alright, we don't need no point. How many hours am I on today? I never know the answer to that, Britt. I've been having some problems with my testes. Well, not really, but behind there. However, yesterday was pretty good. I'll be on for about 6 hours or more. No less than 6 hours. So we'll see how it goes. Started a bit later than I wanted to. I've had all sorts going on, as ever. Busy, double busy. But anyway, all of the things I've had going on and done. Right, the Tulu bag I own is blue, if that's what you're asking, yes. What do you mean my own personal bag? No, it wasn't blue. Is this an ASMR video? If you want, you can be.